In Buffalo, New York, snow fell at a rate of 2 11/100 inches per hour. If it snowed from 2 a.m. to 6:30 a.m., how many inches of snow did Buffalo get in total? The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to underline the question. So how many inches of snow did Buffalo get in total? Next, I'm going to go ahead and circle the numbers and the units. So I see 2 11/100 inches per hour, and then I see 2 a.m. to 6:30 a.m. Now I'm going to start boxing in important words. So we're being asked, how much snow did Buffalo get in total? So in all, how much snow did Buffalo get? And then we're also being told up here that this is inches per hour. So I'm going to box that in. So every single hour, Buffalo was getting 2 11/100 inches of snow. So all I need to do is figure out how many hours it snowed, and then we can work on figuring out how much snow in total if we know that it snowed 2 11/100 inches every hour. So now we need to start looking at the time. It snowed from 2 a.m. to 6:30 a.m. So what I'm going to do to figure out the total number of hours that it snowed is I'm going to subtract. To think about how much time has passed. 0 minus 0 is 0. 3 minus 0 is 3. And 6 minus 2 is 4. So this represents 4 hours and 30 minutes have passed. You could have also just thought about that in your head. From 2 to 3, that's 1 hour. 3 to 4, that's another hour. 4 to 5, that's another hour. 5 to 6, that's 4 hours so far. Plus to get to 6:30, that's an extra half an hour. So that's a total of 4 hours and 30 minutes. Or we could say 4.5 hours. Since 30 minutes is half of an hour. So we know that it snowed for 4.5 hours, and we know how much it snowed every hour. So one way you could do this is you could just add up 2.11 plus 2.11 plus 2.11 plus 2.11 plus half of 2.11. Okay? Or instead of repeated addition, we could use multiplication. And we could multiply the 2.11 by the 4.5 hours. So let's go ahead and multiply every top number, the 2, the 1, and the 1, by the 5. So 1 times 5 is 5. 1 times 5 is 5. 2 times 5 is 10. Then when I move to the next line, I need to place a 0 as a placeholder. I'm finished multiplying by 5. Now I need to multiply the 1, and the 2 by the 4. So now I'm multiplying by this 4. So 1 times 4 is 4. 1 times 4 is 4. And 2 times 4 is 8. And then I add these two numbers together. 5 plus 0 is 5. 5 plus 4 is 9. 0 plus 4 is 4. And 8 plus 1 is 9. Now multiplying 2.11 times 4.5 is the exact same as multiplying 211 by 45. If you multiply 211 by 45, you get 9,495. The only difference between these two is that we have decimals inside of these numbers, and I don't see decimals inside of these numbers. So we need to place the decimal at the end. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to count how many numbers fall to the right of this decimal. There's 2 numbers to the right of this decimal. Now, how many numbers are to the right of this decimal? There's one number to the right of this decimal. So in total, that's 3 decimal places. So I'm going to take that information down to the bottom. I always start the decimal on the far right, and then I need to move it 3 places to the left. Once, twice, 3 times places that decimal now between the 9 and the 4. We don't want to forget our units. So our units are inches. So in Buffalo, New York, in 4.5 hours, 9.495 inches of snow fell, or you could say 9 and 495 thousandths inches of snow fell from 2 a.m. to 6:30 a.m. That's how long it took for that much snow to fall. The only thing I forgot to mention is that when multiplying decimals, we did not need to line up the decimals. You line up the decimals when you add or subtract with decimals. You do not line up the decimals when you're multiplying decimals.